Okay, let me go ahead and turn this up and turn this back on. Yay, we're live. Hey everyone, how y'all doing? Hi VOD. Sun bleached fly sitting in the window sill. Okay. Got my strawberry mango green tea because I'm a fruity bitch. Got rid of the demon lords up and running right now. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Let me go ahead and turn this. Perfect. You guys should hear the music right now. The from the game. Okay. So I've been in a bit of a rough creative slump lately. So I feel like just streaming would probably help me. Probably do me some good and everything. Let's see. Now, okay. Also, not only do I like how do I put this? Okay, so obviously I have the chatbots up here. I installed that like a couple streams ago. But now I also have a following box. So now I should get notice I should like get notice whenever someone follows me. So yay. That's fun. I even add like, um own custom like image and sound effects. So that's fun. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Let's see. Do I have everything all set up? Everything. Also, just a, just a, just a, just to give you a heads up, this stream might be a bit more higher quality, especially when I upload the VOD because I realize the settings I had on OBS is um the the resolution was whatever my computer's resolution was. So for some reason my computer kind of clocks at like a little over 720p, which is kind of weird. So on the settings, I made sure it was at 1080. So whenever I upload this VOD, it should be that quality. So yeah. Anyway, hi Kobu. Kobu, my beloved. Hold on, let me go ahead and. Okay, so let me go ahead and get this chatbots up and running. So let's go ahead and shrink this bitch down. Wait a minute. Can I only interact with one at a time? Of course I can only interact with one at a time. That's convenient. Okay, let's go ahead and sorry for my side, I'm just making sure that let me go ahead and move this a little bit to the right so I can use this. Perfect. Once I get 3 screens, it's over. Okay, let's see. This tea is still steeping. I don't know how long I should steep it for. I think green teas, you don't have to wait for it. You don't have to wait a while to steep it. Oh, there goes my. Okay. Okay, so last where we left off on this game, we know that Kin is alive and still in the underworld, so now we need to rescue him. We were given the options to choose either Lucian's, Morris, or Toast. Oh my god, hi! Yeah, I can't say, but I figured I should come say hi. No, of course, I did that. But yeah, we chose Lucian's route first. Kobu's hot? Yes, exactly. Yes, come get your obligatory Kobu's hot, chat over with. So, as of right now, we're gonna be starting Lucian's route first, and then once we're, like, caught up with it, then we're gonna go right on to Morris's, and then once we're caught up with that, we're gonna go right on to Toast's. So last time we left, we chose Lucian's route. We are getting his help to infiltrate the underworlds and rescue Keen. But in doing so, he wants us to take our role back as the Demon Lord. We agree, but we kept our fingers crossed. So there's that. We also met God Gary. Well, not met, but like we now like heard him or read him, I guess. We just finally got this. We finally got to like. I'm just gonna say we finally got to meet God. So that's funny, and God kind of sounds like a skater boy sometimes. That's the only way I could describe it. Anyway, hopefully this tea is perfectly fine when I need it. So let's go ahead and let's see. Let me check the options first. Oh. Nice. Default. Okay. Let's go ahead and continue. Let's see. The next day, you are waiting before your alarm rings. You sit up from the bed and begin your routine, like clockwork. The siblings who took over your shift would be expecting you soon. After getting dressed and downing a can of coffee, you head out. Good morning, Kobu. Up early and ready to face battle? Oh, hey. Morning to you too. I'm going to work. Excuse me? Work at the convenience store? It's almost my shift. I switched mine with Mike and Anna yesterday. Lucian frowns. I'm going to pretend that this is your attempt at a lighthearted joke. We have more serious things to attend to. Crossing your arms, you glare at Lucian, unamused. I know what we need to do, alright, but this is important too. If you want to keep using my unit as a base of operations, I'd need the cash to pay rent. Speaking of, you're paying half of it too. Me? Pay rent? That's what I said. I'm not letting an angel mooch off of me. You walk past Lucian. Wait! Oh god. As the sun rises, the street lights flicker down. Your walk is serenaded by the rumbling cars and creaky cyclists who pass you by. You watch your feet as you walk. There's nothing you want to think about. All there is just feet. Sometimes the writing here is really funny. Expectedly, Lucian is walking next to you, not even trying to hide his exasperated sighs. You know he's trying to get your attention. Dude, I don't know if sighing that much is good for you. Well, forgive me, but I can't help but be disinterested in your attempts at cosplaying a mortal. Oh, you know what cosplaying is? I've overheard what other souls have mentioned. It's like being blinded by a lie so great that every fiber of your body and mind believes that you're someone else. No, what? No, absolutely, no. No! Also, I am not cosplaying, this is my job. You of all people should know how important fulfilling your duties is. Then what duty are you fulfilling by hiding here all these years? You stop walking and glare at the angel. He looks back at you unfazed. You know what? I'd rather we talk about your plan to get us to the underworld. Lucian smirks and tilts his nose upwards. Finally, a better use of our time. So after talking to Gary last night... You talked to Gary? Why wasn't I involved? You both continue walking to the store. Gary is busy running up above. Besides, he wants to keep everyone safe. The less he is directly involved in what we're doing, the less we risk a war with Vendrake. You frown. Somehow the idea that your only ally in this whole soul business has avoided you does not sit right. So, what did you guys think of? We're sticking to the original plan. We'll find an underworld gate and use it to get you home. An underworld gate? You know about it? You extend a downward open palm while rocking it slightly. Either way, I've detected the presence of one in this town. That's weird. That's suspicious. That's weird. Gary thought so too, but it doesn't change the fact that we need to find it, and I need your help to do that. After all, you've been around here long enough. That knowledge will finally be of some use. Oh wait, you've been around here long enough. That knowledge will finally be of some use. Okay. Well then, you'll have to wait until after my shift is over. What am I supposed to do until then? I don't know. I mean, you don't have to wait if you don't want to. Just go find the gate on your own first. And risk you getting attacked? Not a chance. I'm staying close. Fine then. Fine. Then just search near the store area and continue after work. And oh, wait. Fine. Then just search near the store area and we'll continue after work. I can't help for now. What about during lunchtime? My lunch is at 1 p.m. and that's like an hour long. I don't think we could find much in that time, even if we tried. Lucian shakes his head. You sigh. It just seems like there's no pleasing this angel. Your mind snaps back and you remember that you have to handle the store all on your own. You rack your brain for a solution. Hey Don, why not work at the store with me? That way you and I can keep the same schedule. Plus, I get someone to share the workload with me. Lucian scoffs. Now, why would I want to do that? Even if I have to find where to pay your so-called rent, there should be better jobs out there for me. It's not that bad. I mean, sure, sometimes the work could be rough. Like, I remember how some customers were asked for the craziest requests, like topping their bento boxes with candy. Oh, fuck, he's going. I need, oh, fuck, I should probably read this fast. Hold on. Let's see. It's not that bad. I mean, sure, sometimes the work can be rough. Like, I remember how some customers were asked for the craziest requests, like topping their bento boxes with some candy before microwaving it. Those also have to get rid of the occasional drunk that wanders into the store during the night shift. They think they can sleep inside. And then there's the hours of heavy lifting sorted from barely enough pay. But all that matters is that you got a friend along for the ride with you, and the knowledge that you'll eat enough to survive another month. So how about it? The angels walking off in the opposite direction. See, I can't relate. Every time when someone asks if my job is worth working at, I literally just tell them to run. Like, I literally, like, there'll be times where, like, some people will probably be like, hey, I was wondering if your store is hiring. I'm like, I'm pretty sure we're hiring, but under specific circumstances. And they're like, and so people will be like, do you recommend this job? I'm just like, no. Listen. They will not respect your time and your availability. You can submit your availability and they will not honor it, especially if you're in college. Like, you could be in college, want to get your degree to do something more worthwhile, and literally they either do not respect your availability or even like respect your time, especially if you need to do homework. I have coworkers who are like, who sometimes just bring their work to them at work. Just bring their, like, their homework and their laptop and stuff and all their studies and stuff. And most of them close with me and they're like, oh god, I have a lot of work to do. I have, like, this paper that's due, like, at midnight and stuff. And it's like, oh my god. It's like, they don't have enough time at this point. It's really weird. Okay. This tea should be good right now. I want to take a little sip. Exquisite. Okay. Okay, so Lucian runs away because I would too, bitch. I would too. I'll see you at lunch! And so your shift begins. Wow. Okay. Okay. Upon entering the store, the two siblings rush over to ask if Tien is okay. You recall that you made up a story that Tien had to leave the state due to a family emergency, and that he would be uncontactable for a while. But Mighty and Anna are placated when you tell him Tien was fine, and that he would be back soon. An empty promise that you hope will come true. With Tien's absence, the three of you decide to put up a sign looking for a new recruit to help with the work. Until then, you have to work through your shift on your own. A task made harder with the recent addition of your tasks as manager. The brother reassures you that Tien's die will get you through it, and if there are any emergencies, he's a phone call away. He will only help with depositing the earnings of the day into the company bank account. You have no choice but to go along with the plan. Then the duo return home, leaving you in charge. You find Tien's die lying on the counter. Caressing the cover, you feel the tough wrinkle of the paper Tien used to decorate it. You pick up the book and open to the first page. There's a sticky note inside. I believe in you, King. Damn it, King. You feel tears building up, but you clap your cheeks to snap out of it. The time for crying will come later after Tien is saved. Throughout the first half of the day, you busily restock the shelves and learn to take inventory of what needs to be reordered. All the while, customers come and go, forcing you to juggle between stock take and service. Running yourself ragged, even your brief moments of peace are spent reading through the manual, unable to commit much to memory before your next interruption. Customer! Hello, what did the sun... Oh. Oh, please do go on. Don't let me stop you from doing your job. God, Lucian, you're such a snarky bastard. What's up, Lucian? It's lunchtime. I'm here to report my findings. It's that late already? I'm beat and hungry, kid. I'm beat and hungry. Can we talk about it over lunch? Lucian raises an eyebrow. More mortal customs. How fun. Come on, I'm closing the store. After locking the store, you drag the reluctant Angel to a nearby cafe. From the outside, the single-story cafe has a quaint, rustic feel to it. Ta-da! Six fan! Lucian looks at the shop's sign, then back to you, his face deadpan as ever. The moment you step into the cafe, the smell of potatoes frying from the kitchen stirs your appetite. A lady dressed in a bright red dress approaches with two menus in her hands. Afternoon there! The lady is instantly drawn towards your angelic companion. You feel deja vu from your time at the supermarket sale. Did anyone tell you you look like one of those magazine models? If you need work, I'm looking for an extra pair of hands to help me run the cafe. No thank you. You elbow Lucian in the stomach. You're hiring? He'll love to. Maybe you can tell us more about it after lunch. She smiles warmly and doesn't seem to think too much about your reaction. Alright, right this way then, fellas. The waitress escorts you both to a nearby booth seat. You fellas want to look at the menu? Oh, sure. She hands you each a menu before readying a notepad and a pencil that were tucked away in her apron. I'll have lunch set A. Fish and chips with a glass of apple soda. What about you, handsome? That's okay. I'm not one for eating. She puts her hand on her hips. You expect me to believe you can maintain that build and that shiny coat of yours by sleeping meals? I assure you, I'm built differently than the usual customers you get. Well, and I assure you, my chef, Neil, has never cooked up a bad meal. Order something, and if you don't like it, your meal's on me. Just do it, dude. You've got nothing to lose. Lucian's sighs. Fine, give me whatever it is he's having. Got it. Neil, give me 2 set A's! You wait until the lady is out of earshot to continue talking. See, that wasn't so bad. Let's not forget you've also got a job offer. Not that it would do much good. Look around. This cafe will not survive through the year in this state. Glancing around, you notice there are only a handful of customers. It's an uneasy sight since it's peak lunch hour. We can worry about it later. You need the job, and a piece of advice: cool it with the whole mortal thing. People will think you're weird if you refer to them as that. But that's what they are. Even so, people don't acknowledge that. Anyway, we're going off topic. About the underworld gate, there's still no signs of it during my short reconnaissance. Is that how you say it? I can't read. Oh no, English class is failing me. About the underworld gate, there was still no signs of it during my short reconnaissance. No biggie. We'll go looking for it later. You hold off from finishing your sentence when you see the waitress returning with your drinks. Thanks. She smiles and heads back to the kitchen. Where were we? Right, how are you searching for this day in the first place? I'll use this. He snaps his finger and a halo appears above him. What? Lucian grabs the halo and shows it to you. This is my halo. What are you doing? Put that away or people will see. You try to keep your voice down while swatting at the air, signaling to the angel to quickly put it aside. Oh, don't worry. Gary made sure this device is not visible to mortals. Plus, whenever it's active, it creates a special cone around us that masks our conversations. Huh? What are they hearing then? I want to have a baby. That's great. Who's going to be the mother? You. Oh my god! And preg. And preg's the only solution. Oh my fucking god! You. Dios mío! I'm fucking done. Oh my fucking done. That's so funny. That's so funny. I love this game. I love this game so much. Let's see. Oh god. Just turn it off. It will just cause us more problems if we get ourselves in trouble over a misunderstanding. Alright, then we'll just have to be more careful and you need to speak softer. He taps the halo to disable its filtering functions. Regardless, we can use the halo to find the gate later. It will beep more frequently the closer we are to it. Sounds simple enough. Anything else? Yes. Lucian leans in close, staring you down intensely. I need to pick your brain on something. Okay, shoot. What do you know about this town? Pretty much the same thing as what they put in the travel brochures online. Kibbleton's a small town that's trying to revitalize itself so more people will come and stay here. That's all? There's nothing weird about this place? Well, there's that one cult and a gang running around the town, but other than that, I haven't noticed much. What about this town's status as a red zone? What about it? That just means demons aren't supposed to be here. This town's souls are unable to reach the underworld. And that will be because... I don't know, that's all I can remember from those boring old files. Kobu, I need more than that. Have you been to other red zones? Yeah, two others. A city and another countryside town. And did anything strike you as out of the ordinary? Not really. I think some major corporation was in the city. I seem to recall almost everyone worked for them, and the countryside town was super traditional. They worship some kind of dragon god, which I mean that's nice and all, but the farm life was not for me. Lucian leans back in his seat and crosses his arms. What about you? Haven't you been in a red zone before? This is my first time. I've only been on Earth for a few months. The H.A.L.O never took me to a red zone when it was pinpointing your location. Alright then, why exactly are you so worried about these red zones? It's just... I feel like my powers are diminished while I'm here. I cannot explain why. Are you joking? How are we going to defend ourselves from another freelancer attack? Don't worry about it. I can still take on any 2-bit demon that comes our way. You narrow your eyes. I can do it alright. Rest assured you have the finest angel on your side. You're not 100% confident in Lucian's words, but you keep that to yourself. Starting a quarrel over these feelings will get you nowhere. Reluctantly, you decide to worry about this when the time comes. The waitress interrupts the both of you with your orders. The plate of 2 fish fillets coated with flour, fried to a beautiful golden brown. Accompanying the fish is a side of crispy shoestring fries on a bit of crisp green salad. The smell of food instantly eases the tension and your worries melt away. There's just something special about the food in this cafe that always makes you feel better. She also places 2 ramekins on the table, one of tartar sauce and the other mayonnaise. Eat up, boys! She smiles eagerly at Lucian. And if you like this, imagine getting free lunch every day just by being a part of the team. Fascinating, but I assured you I won't be persuaded by some cut fish. He cuts it to the fish and takes a bite. Oh. His face contorts into a look of pure bliss, then horror when he realizes the sound he just made. That's just... He looks at you, but you're just enjoying the show. The waitress giggles. The food was hot, that's all. Sure thing, golden boy. If you like that, you should try it with some sauce. She pours to the ramekins in front of you both. A jolly melody starts playing from her apron. Oh, one sec. She pulls out her phone and you swear her face turns pale white. Sorry, I got to take this. The waitress rushes off to the kitchen before you have the chance to thank her. You decide not to pay her sudden disappearance any heed. Lucian takes another cut from his fillet and observes the piece of fish in front of him. He dips in the tartar and mayonnaise before eating. This time, he maintains his cool composure, yet you hear the sound of Lucian's tail thrashing against the seats. You shake your head slightly and chow down with Lucian. Oh, that's really cute. I love that. Ooh. Come the end of the meal, the waitress returns with the bill. So how was it, golden boy? It was acceptable. The food was great as usual. Compliments to the chef. I'm happy to hear that. I'll pass it on to him. Now, if you work here, our chef can whip you up something tasty anytime. I promise to pay his fare too. Why are you looking for a new hire, by the way? No offense, but things look a little, Oh, I know. My little shop has been struggling against the older ones that have been here for years. So I've been thinking that my shop needs a little gimmick, like, feel like royalty with a handsome staff as Sid's fan. Handsome staff? I thought it's just you here. Of course not. Neil's just as magnetic looking as you are. Hey Neil, get out here! A single black-handed sends out of the kitchen window and waves a finger back at the waitress telling her off. Oh, he's shy, but a nice guy. So what do you say? Lucian puts a finger to his chin as he thinks. He looks at you, though seeking your opinion on the matter. You give him a thumbs up. Fine, I guess it won't be too bad to work here. Mainly because it saves me the time I would spend looking for some other menial job. Manners. Here's my resume. Lucian pulls out a stack of papers from his right pocket and hands it to the stunned waitress. His little magic trick nearly causes you to choke on a fry. She looks at the document with her hands with stunned silence. You carry that around with you? Where I come from, a chance for a promotion could come any time, so you've got to be ready. Oh. Oh, wow, you worked in a hotel before? That's perfect. I'll give the rest a look, though. I'll give the rest a work through, and I'll call you when it's time to start work. Just like that, no interview? Naturally, my talents are undeniable. Sure, let's go with that. You sigh, relieved that at least rent will be easier for a bit, but you also wonder if Lucian will fit in well without you being there. Either way, as your lunchtime approaches its end, you return to the convenience store. Lucian hangs about in the back room until your shift is over. Come dusk, the search for the gate begins again. Oh my god, Keen and Fortis, hi! Hold on, let me go ahead and save. Okay, so Lucian's got a job now. He works at the fucking hotel. Okay. Okay, so we got 2 new locations, red zones and 6 fan. Okay, let's see what red zones are. I've been to 2 other red zones before I arrived in Kibbleton. I've got to be honest, I can't really remember them in detail, with me running for my life and all. There was a city, it had this mega corporation that everyone was working for. Like, the whole company had its hands in the city's activities. The city place was nice. They all had this dragon god they all celebrated. It was a nice place, but I felt like it didn't really belong there if I wasn't a fan of their god. But I felt like I didn't really belong there if I wasn't a fan of their god. So far, minus the gain problem and the new cult in town, Kibbleton is pretty alright. But if what Lucian says is true... Unless it's 6 fan. I usually come to the 6 fan cafe near the beginning of the month, because that's when I have enough money to spend eating out. The place used to be an empty shop front before some guy came over to rent it last year. If I recall correctly, it started out as a tour agency of some sort. The kind that takes you around the town on a supernatural trip, but it went bust after a few months. The owner of 6 fan is said to be related to the guy who ran that tour agency before. I wonder what happened to him. Okay, so we got new information about different towns. Let's go ahead and what the fuck? Let's go ahead and go back. Let's see. Sitting in an elevator, King is balanced and gasped from head to toe. The soreness around his butt is replaced with a dull but numbing pain from staying still. Each time the elevator changes direction, King lurches from side to side. The room itself is seemingly chasing after some far-off destination. King rests his head against the cold metallic wall, too tired to continue his struggle against his bindings. His eyes rise upwards to the demon who has his back turned to him. The dark bindings along his mouth start to curve further around King's face, with a tip resembling a dog's head peeking up from the corner of his eyes. Bro, he says you have a nice ass. Fortis looks over his shoulders and flashes a smile. Thanks! Glad someone's noticed the effort that went to train my glutes. Oh my fucking god. The demon fleshes his bubbly posterior. Kin shakes his head frantically. He says don't gag him. Not a chance. I have a hard enough time figuring out what to do without you yelling in my ears. Dude says he won't talk much. He just doesn't like me stuffing his nose. Hey, that's mean. It's not as if I like being wrapped around you with your, soft fleece. Feels weird touching a mortal. Fortis turns around. Just ignore him. He can't do anything to you. No. Bro, he said he's going to lick me. Ew. Relax, that's nothing. Ah! He's doing it, bro. I can feel his slimy tongue pressing his mortal saliva on me. Fortis shakes his head and lets out a low growl. Fine, return. The binding on Kid's mouth unravels and slithers up Fortis' arms. Kid's jaw drops as he watches the previously sentient shadow revert into a lifeless tattoo. Fortis points at the stunned alpaca. Now zip it or he's going back on you. Fortis points to his right forearm. Exhausted, Kim presses his face against the cool metal surface beside him. I wish I could see where we're going. The spot where his head meets the metal swirls open, granting him a window to the space outside. Peering through the porthole-like spot, he sees portraits floating around a murky abyss. Like the planets circling the sun, the pages appear to move in the same manner, but where they circle around remains to be seen. The alpaca shifts his attention back to the demon. Fortis keeps mumbling to himself. He intently peruses the elevator control panel, indecisively reaching out for buttons before changing his mind. Where are we going? This elevator ride feels like it's been going on for too long. Just give me a minute. I'm thinking of where to put you. Maybe here? He presses a combination of buttons and the elevator comes to a halt. The door opens to a bathroom full of naked demons showering. Wait, why is the elevator why does the elevator instantly take you there? What the fuck? Crap, sorry dudes. Fortis rapidly presses another button so the doors can close and begin moving again. The elevator jolts, bringing back Keen's motion sickness with it. Did that guy have like 3? Yes, and don't ask. Now, how about here? Okay, so canonically, demons have 3 dicks. Got it. While Fortis inputs the next combination, Keen leaves to the side and squints to see the buttons. To his dismay, the panel is decorated with symbols beyond his comprehension. It's not long before the elevator comes to a stop again. The door opens to a desert plain. There's only one thing that stands out: a solid mass of people huddled around something. What the fuck is this? The alpaca blinks. Before him are beings on their knees, looking up with reverence. The outline of their incorporeal bodies is barely maintained as the wisps of their essence float back and forth like smoke in the wind. A mixture of shock and fascination dawns on Kane as he realizes what these ethereal beings are. Souls. Wait, what? Is this like Limbo? I know they torture souls that go down here, but is this like Limbo? There's something unnerving about the whole display. King gulps as his eyes slowly trail up to the very front of the crowd, a stone sculpture. The stone sculpture has its back turned against everyone, but something already feels amiss. What's that sound? King starts to hear a beating sound escalating with each passing second. The drumming sound that fills his ears is none other than the alpaca's own heartbeat. His eyes remained fixated to the statue, unable to look away, not out of awe, but of fear. A possibility so grim, so terrible, may come to pass if he looks away. The fear grips Keen's entire core as tears start to stream down his eyes. the metal door slides shut, obscuring the statue entirely. King gasps and blinks rapidly over his dry eyes. Might be a bit too intense for this peep streak. What room was that? It's one of the mildest physical torture chambers. Thought I could work for you. What was that thing? I couldn't stop looking at it. Yes, that'd be the demon H.A.L.O. You don't want to find out what happens when the souls stop looking at them. What in the world made you think that would be a safe place for me? I don't know, H.A.L.O. seems pretty popular with mortal souls. Your kind can't seem to take your eyes off of them. Oh my god, non-binary demon! I love that. I don't think those souls have a choice in the matter. Fine, then I'm using Plan B. Fortis presses another series of buttons and the elevator opens up to a plain-looking office space. Let's go. He pulls Kins up by his bindings and places the mortal on his shoulder. Being carried by bench-strong men would be a lot more fun if I wasn't being held against my will. Fortis walks across the room and pulls out a pair of keys to open the pantry door. Once inside, he drops the alpaca on his butt and locks the room. Ow, if you're trying to bruise my peaches, you did a good job. Fortis extends his hand out and the bindings unravel. King gets up and stands in the area. The place looks like an average-looking pantry room down to the distinctive smell. Well, Vendrick says to stuff you in a pantry. So, here you are. I'm not getting paid enough to be looking for rooms. If you need a toilet, it will be the door next to the sink. Over there's a coffee machine. Fortis goes on and on, but King is lost in his thoughts. His eyes fall upon the key ring dangling out of the demon's jacket pocket. With that key, he could escape the pantry and make a run for the elevator. He could go home. He could warn Kobu that Vendrick's coming. The sound of a crimson portal ripping open in the middle of the room derails King's train of thought. Wait, you're leaving? Enjoy your afterlife! Fortis heads for the portal. Wait! What now? I mean, what am I going to do about food? Like I said, just eat whatever's in the fridge. King walks over and opens the fridge. He instantly reels back. Is that moldy cheese? And oh my god, there's an eyeball in that container of leftovers. I can't eat these. Fortis rolls his eyes. Come on, food is food. It's not like you're trying to build muscle or anything. Pain, pawn, pain. Hello? Hello? Can you guys hear me? The cat's general voice comes clear through the PA system. A mare? That sounds like the voice of that demon with all those arms. Why is he making an announcement here? Yeah, I see you guys on my monitor. Fitted you bring him to the pantry. Really? How would you even know I'm bringing him here? Simple. I inferred that you either take Vendrick's words literally, or you realized that there was no safer place for him but here. Oh, really now? You were that sure those were the only things I would have done? There was a silence that drags on for a few seconds before a mere response. That and I butt immortal when you were out walking with him. Yeah, typical Amare. A small spider bot, no bigger than a grain of rice, leaps off King's shoulder unnoticed, and crawls up to the ceiling to sit on the PA speaker. It glows red. Cameras are on! Hi, mortal! Hi. God. King waves hesitantly in the direction of the PA system. Anyways, the alpaca is right. We got to fulfill his basic needs if we plan to send him back to Earth in one piece. Then you do it if you're such an expert. I'm already on it. Kobu previously wanted to acquire mortal snacks without going through the hassle of traveling through the mortal plane. Of course, Kobu. God. So he requested that I build a processor that could churn out the things he wanted. I just need to make sure it's working right, and check if it still has that bug whereby it explodes when coming in contact with water. Ugh. Right, and that means I need entertainment too. You're a prisoner. What do you need entertainment for? Well, the Alpaca puffs his chest and tries to look intimidating. He steps closer to the larger demon and pokes him in the chest. Well, this is solid. Kim retracts his hand and tries to start over. Well, I'll go crazy if I just remain stuck in this room with nothing to do. At least give me something to read. Fortis huffs and growls. Fine, then read this. He grabs a nearby jar of coffee powder and shoves it towards the alpaca's snout. Ken slaps Fortis' hand away. Hello, honey. Reading a label off a jar of coffee powder isn't stimulating. What was I expecting? You meatheads down here are the same as the ones up on Earth. You're all only about the gains. Excuse me, I happen to be very well read. I'm not the second strongest demon general just by getting on by my strength alone. Number two, I flush a number 2 down my toilet every morning, mister. Oh. Ken Fortis looked sternly at the PA system. Sorry, carry on. Fortis' entire body tenses. As a result, his body heat skyrockets, making the alpaca take a few steps back in order to keep his fleece from catching fire. Listen here, you are in no position to make demands. You are going to be a good little mortal and just sit here and take what I give you. They both leer at each other, neither budging on their stance. If you're going to leave me if you're going to leave me to be bored out of my brains, I'll go on a hunger strike. Oh yeah? Well, this meathead has traded chasms with these arms. I'm sure I can open that pretty mouth of yours and make you eat. Do it and I'll bite your finger. As if you can hurt me, I might just like it. The sound of crunching popcorn enters through the room from the speaker system. Amir is so me for real. Amir! Whoops, I forgot I had my mic on. Fortis turns back to the alpaca. Wispy steam emanates from Fortis as the sweat dripping down the demon's fist evaporates from his intense body heat. He takes in one deep breath and his body temperature drops. He closes his eyes for a while, then opens them again. Sports magazines okay for you? Okay, but I'm going to need a box of tissues if we're going to make you read that. What? For the inspirational sports stories segments. You know, the parts where they talk about how they got into the sports and all that? Right. Fortis shakes his head and leads to the portal. Boy, he's grumpy, huh? Ken sighs loudly and places his hands on his hips. I'm sorry, Amir was it? Yep. You sound like a nice demon. Can I have some privacy so I can rest? Oh, don't worry. These recordings are merely for research purposes. Come on, what if I need to do some private things? I encourage that completely. Go for it. I want you to do whatever comes naturally to you. Amir, listen. Listen, Amir. Amir, listen. I get you love research, but come on. I don't think anyone wants to know that someone's watching them jerk off. Let's be for real. Then I'll smash your bug. Oh my god. I welcome you to try. It would give me valuable data for the next model. While you do so, let me play some relaxing music to go with it. I'll be there soon with the food machine. Have fun! Gentle music starts playing from the spider pot. Ken sighs, defeated. He walks over to a nearby chair and sits down. Things would be easier without our camera watching him, but his time in the convenience store has long taught him how to avoid such surveillance. Now, how do I steal the key from that walking bulldozer? Okay, we're starting Chapter 3, Identity. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and save. Oh wait, no, don't save that. Let's do this one. Oh my god, if I would save that, I would have. Let's see, is there any new? Wait, I already checked those. Okay. Let's continue on now. Okay, so. Although I don't understand why Fortis, like, if they suspect that he knows Kobu, shouldn't Fortis be a little bit more nicer to him? I don't get it, because like they're trying to, because in the beginning, Amir was trying to stage a coup. Right? Why am I hiccuping? What the fuck? Anyway, let's continue. The evening sun paints the sky a warm orange hue. Though the peaceful atmosphere would be welcoming for anyone after a day of hard work, you still have things to do. Lucian leads you to the shopping district. At the entrance, he pulls out his H.A.L.O and taps it twice on the top. A layer of static covers the H.A.L.O, transforming it into a tablet. Neat feature. What's with the dog ears on the protectors, though? I just thought they were cute. The angel turns his attention back to the device and walks on. He raises an eyebrow as Lucian starts and stops walking sporadically. No, wait. He suddenly pivots and walks into a boutique. Lucian! You follow him aside, being led around the shop. He walks straight through a rack of dresses that he had to hurriedly pull off his head on his way back out of the store. Lucian, where the heck are you going? I'm following the signal, keep up! The pigeon rises and falls with no discernible pattern, but the dog relentlessly follows its beck and call, leading him to yet another store. You let him enter on his own. Within 5 minutes, someone screams, followed by a loud slapping sound. Lucy rushes out of the store and briskly walks past you. He's turning his left cheek with one hand while his other hand keeps a steady grip on the H.A.L.O, never taking his eyes off of it. He mumbles something to himself before walking through a crowd, turning off and bumping into anyone he crosses, despite their exasperated cries. You walk behind him with your head low. Sorry. Reaching out and seizing Lucian's wrist, you yank him to a halt. Dude, stop walking around at random, you're bothering people. But the H.A.L.O says the gate is somewhere here. Do you see a door moving around? It doesn't have to be a literal gate, it's just a name. The thing could be floating for all I know. There's clearly nothing here. Well, but the H.A.L.O! It probably needs a good tap. Give it here. You just grab the device and smack it against your thigh several times. Hey! Lucian quickly grabs the item back. Stop that! That is not how you treat God's gift! Dude, it's obviously not working. No, God doesn't make mistakes. It found you, and it was working right before we got into this part of the town. Just let me figure out the pattern here. The data is definitely here, I just need to know how it's moving. You let out a long sigh. I'm not doing this, I'll go search on my own. Don't go too far. He walks off, leaving you stranded in the middle of the street. Pursuing your lips, you ride with your brain, wondering what to do next. Where to start? A gate that can break through the realm of the living? That would have taken up tons of soul energy. Not to mention the ritual would have required a lot of space. So if I want to find that, I can... What can I do? I've got nothing. You are instantly tantalized by the urge to find a bench and take a break. No, stop being such a me and think. Kid needs help. What would he do in this situation? He probably asked around? Yeah, probably somebody who looks like they know a lot too. Someone must have been some of that. Someone must have been some of that construction work. I need someone who would be here most of the time. Looking around you dazed falls upon a lonely street side vendor. Half of a roasted chicken hangs behind the food display case as though proudly announcing to the world, "Look at how good my food is! Did it while it lasts!" It's the only stall still open. The rest had either closed for the day or were never in the business to begin with. Considering you have nothing to lose, you head over to the chicken rice stall in question. A slender man wearing an apron stained with brown sauce stands up from his seat. He smiles warmly at you. "Hi there! Want some chicken rice? I got some juicy roasted chicken." "I'll take 2, both breasts." "I got some roasted pork for another $3. He pulls up a slab of crispy pork from a compartment behind his stall. There's not much left, but the bright orange crust from roasting the pork skin spurs your appetite. Just chicken is $5 already. I think no. That's pretty cheap, honestly. The vendor nods and starts preparing the dish. Business looks good. Of course, my chicken rice is the best in town. I have been selling it for a decade. Trust me, try it elsewhere all you like, but you'll love mine so much you'll be back in no time. What time do you usually start selling? I'm here from breakfast to dusk. Hey, then you must have seen a boatload of interesting things going on around here. My friend and I are actually looking into supernatural spots in town. Ah, you're one of them 2 people? Not really. My friend just likes to hear about mysteries and creepy stories. Why don't you take him to the old Kibbleton Hotel by the hillside? People are disappearing all the time over there. Yeah, we'll check that out later, but what about here? Come on, you must know something interesting about this part of the town. Maybe or maybe not. I've got a lot of chicken and pork to sell. Perhaps if I had less on my plate, I could recall better. His eyes dart towards the pork and back at you. Rolling your eyes, you pull out your wallet. You know what? I think I will take that roasted pork with my chicken. 2 servings of roasted pork coming right up. So, you see that street over there? He points down the road to his left, leading beyond several rows of closed shop lots. Yeah, what about it? That's Double Walk 1. We are on Double Walk 2. All the business that used to be on Double Walk 1 either moved here or closed down permanently. So it's a bad business location? Yeah, probably has some shitty feng shui. There's some rumors that all the bad business started with the death of an arcade owner who owed money to the local gang. Oh wait, I see a little typo. To the. Bote, you better get on that. Since then, those who walk that street sometimes hear a painful scream coming from the arcade. Or a sickeningly overpowering feeling of being watched by hundreds of eyes. What? I've never heard of that one. It's bad for business to talk about it. People who know someone was murdered instinctively wonder if they will be next. That's the main reason we all shifted our premises here. Start clean. How real exactly are those rumors? Personally, I believe it. I walked that street a while back. I swear I heard my... The man trails off. You're curious, but you decide not to press it. His hand trembles as he closes the lid on the packed food. He fumbles with the plastic forks and spoons as he bundles it and your takeaway together with a rubber band. He hands you the food in a bright purple plastic bag, handing him money in return. After paying for the meal, you store it inside your backpack. The vendor thanks you for your patronage and begins to close his stall. You wonder about the new information as you walk over to find your stray angel. Lucian! What is it, Kobu? Well, any luck? Why yes, I managed to decipher the movement of the gates. Look. Lucian shows you the tracking tool. The radar display shows a dot moving across the screen before bumping on the edge of the display and moving in a perpendicular direction. Oh my god, it's the fucking DVD logo screen thing. Oh my god, I love that. I love that so much. Are you showing me your screensaver? I know what it looks like, but I'm confident that we can catch the date if we find the boundaries that cause the date to bounce around. Or we can check out this lead I got instead. What lead? The chicken rice vendor I talked to mentioned a former arcade where someone died. Since then, no one goes to that area. Sounds like the perfect place to build the gate. Lucian taps his mouth with his forefinger. He gazes far in the direction of the street you mentioned, then back at his tablet. No, we need to stick to this. This is Lord Gary's plan, and he knows what's best. Come on, we're wasting daylight chasing a screensaver. Lord Gary is never wrong. He made the perfect device for this task already. Well, I'm going with or without you then. You take several steps in the direction of the haunted street before turning back to face Lucian. Here I go! All alone! If this is real and I die, it's on you. Fine, I'm coming. The streets of Doberwalk 1 bear the stars of a place long forgotten. Weeds have taken root in the crowd's hallways. The road is now a milky gray. No one has bothered to retar it. Lucian, though by your side, would keep darting his head back to where you both came from. Would you relax? If I'm wrong about this, we could go chase that bouncing gate whenever. There was no guarantee it would still be there. If the gate can move, anything is possible. It was a handful getting this far. Your doubt reassures, but you persist on forward till you reach the arcade. A two-story structure with strips of white paint that has peeled off over time dangles delicately. They shiver against a gentle breeze. The metal rafters have been pulled down on the main entrance. A sputtered smear of red paint lies faded upon the metal surface. What happened to this place? And what's with the slapdash paint job? It's not a paint job, it's a warning gains use. They toss red paint on someone's property as a sign that they'll need to pay up or else... What a disgusting moral custom. It's just how it's done. You borrow money from the wrong people, then there's a price to pay. Money. The greed of mortals sits wrongly with me. Is that your whole beef with their kind? They love money too much? It's one on a very long list. Look, you don't know what it's like having to attend to their very need in heaven. Despite your judgments in the underworld, those souls up there retain much of their personalities, and that shows in the fantasies that they asked Lord Gary to draw up. I hate seeing Lord Gary work himself to the bone for them, when in life they'd rather just give their soul than money. Cheer up, not everyone's like that. Your optimism, much like this plan, is not very inspiring. There's still no sign of the gates. Shh, listen. Your ear perks up to the sound of a muffled scream. Did you hear that? Lucian raises his ears and looks about. His eyes widen. It's faint, almost ghost-like. It's coming from inside the arcade. Help me find a way in. You circle the side of the arcade and find a side door with a lone window covered in yellow newspapers. You grab the door handle and give it a good twist, but it won't open. Damn, it's locked. You wouldn't happen to know how to pick a lock, would you? Lucian shakes his head. Well, how do you propose we go in? Oh, Toes is here? Let me help! Let me help! God. That was fast. The both of you scream at the top of your lungs. Lucian grabs you by your arm and kisses the door where Toast's head pops out of. The lock breaks with a loud crack and the door swings open. Dude! It's not my fault he stared at me! Toast snorts with laughter. Oh my god, I was going to offer to unlock it from the inside, but that was way more fun. Lucian and you throw dirty looks at the ghost. The angel lets go of you and instantly pulls out a feather. Let me kill him. No, don't. Toast, you better have a good explanation for why you're here. Not much to explain. I was looking for you, but I saw you were hanging around with... He points at Lucian without really acknowledging him. So I figured if he was going to give you a hard time, it'd be better if I stuck around to bail you out if he got you in trouble. Me? Hello? I do not get into trouble. Sure you don't. Toast, we're doing something important here. You don't want to get involved unless you want to go back to the underworld. What? If you're doing something dangerous, then you're going to need me. Toast. Come on, you two don't look like you know a thing about breaking in. At least let me be the lookout. I don't trust him. Your hunch tells you to place some trust in him. Despite being a condemned soul, the hyena hasn't done anything suspicious after how you unintentionally helped him out back then. We don't have time to debate this. His idea isn't that bad. Let's just let him keep an eye out for us. Fine, but I'm keeping an eye out on you, Ghost. Beaming, Toast floats up to the roof. We better work fast. You immediately spot numerous footprints on the dusty floor when entering. You give your eyes some time to adjust to the dark. The only light is from the doorway you have entered from, and it's rapidly fading as dusk approaches. You take out your phone and turn on the flashlight. A soft thud followed by a click of a tongue alerts you. You return your flashlight to the source, but all you find is Lucian rubbing his snout. Ugh, this place is filthy. The arcade has seen better days. Thick layer of dust coats almost everything. Numerous arcade cabinets are lined up in aisles full of twists and turns like a maze. He pulls out the H.A.L.O again, but it does not make a sound. He raises an eyebrow at you, but you just wave him off. These footprints lead to behind the counter. Let's see what we can find. You both approach the counter. It too is blanketed in dust. Behind that, there is a cabinet with many compartments gathered in cobwebs. You imagine it used to be filled with prizes to be won. Above the cabinet is an old notice board filled with past years of game and tournament ads. Without hesitation, you crouch beneath the table, looking for some sign of the gates. A button, a switch, anything. No, nothing down here. Let me search the cabinet. What the fuck? You and Lucian heave the cabinet away from the wall, but find nothing behind or below it. You search your name. You scratch your mane. I think that's what it said. You scratch your mane. God. Nothing. Damn it. Lucian pushes the cabinet back into position before walking over to the notice board. Alright, let's get out of here. Lucian? Hold on. The dog stares at the notice board. Did you see something? His nose twitches as he leans in towards it. I smell a spell. You sniff the air but can't catch a whiff of anything. Taking down the board, he sets it on top of the counter. There's a spell here somewhere. Help me look. Okay, Air guitar competition. Anime cosplay competition. It's just a bunch of posters. No, I can feel it. They're hiding the incantation somewhere. If I wanted to hide a spell, I don't think I would hide it in plain sight. Right, let me just... He conjures a feather and waves it around the posters. The ink from the printed text begins to liquefy and slither towards one another. Once congealed, gooey tendrils start to emerge and link up with their neighbors. Their gooey black tendrils connect to form a magic circle. Whoa, these markings! I've never seen them before. What do we do now? Maybe... He picks up the board and puts it back where it hung. Like a key sliding into a lock, a chime winds out from the magic circle. Glowing white cracks form across the entire wall, with the shelf in front. It shatters and the space is replaced with rows of yellow bone and scrolls arranged in the shape of a gate. This is it. Lucian pulls out his device. It announces with the cool robotic tone. You have arrived at your searched item. This is it. Where did they get all these bones from? They're too big to be animal bones. That doesn't matter. Let's open it. The angel pushes against the gate, but it does not budge. It's locked. Looks like there are 3 keyholes here. Darn it. Should have known it wouldn't be so easy. Guys! Toast? I saw two dudes coming over here. Hurry! Shit, turn the circle off. Lucian waves a feather over the board and the magic circle undoes itself. The gate reverts back into an ordinary wall. Outside, you can hear footsteps approaching. Frantically, you wave to Lucian and Toast to get down. The ghost floats over, the 3 of you hide behind the counter. You share worried glances out at one another, and Lucian pulls a finger to his lips. What the hell happened here? Shit, man, we shouldn't have gone for that cup of coffee. How was I supposed to know someone was going to try to break in today? You think it could have been a bunch of teens just like the other night? How would I know? I wasn't there. Do we have to report this to someone? You hear their footsteps entering the premises. No, let's just check the place to be sure, and fix the door. Last time, those dumb teens were smoking behind the arcade cabinets. We need to get out of here. Lucian taps you on the shoulders to get your attention. He points to himself and then the door, then to you. He gestures to run. You understand that he aims to be a distraction. Hey, you smell that? Smells like a soul? The 2 of you swing your heads to Toast, but he looks just as dumbfounded as you are. Man, that's all you think about. We just got paid last week. But can you blame me? We don't get enough. Damn right about that. This side's clear. Let's hit the counter. Toast whispers to you both. I'll distract them. You guys run. No, let me. I can do it with my feathers. You're given a slither of time to decide. Hold on. Do I have to choose? Toast sudden volunteering throws you off, but he has determined a look in his eyes. He's been reliable so far. But one of those dudes said they could smell a soul. A normal person wouldn't know that. Your gaze falls on Lucian. Perhaps his plan would be the safest, but if he fails, Kin is as good as dead. You have the least to lose here. Perhaps you're the best option. Oh my god. Okay. What would I do? What should I do? Ooh, I want to go top to bottom. Let's see. Okay, let's start with Kobu first, then let's see what Lucian's like. No, I'm doing it. I'll get their attention and you guys run for it. Kobu, no! You ignore Lucian's plea. Rushing out into the middle of the room, you yell at the guards before bolting towards the door. For a second, you're certain you can make an escape. You manage to run into the alley outside. The guards give chase, yelling at you to stop. Just as you are about to reach the main street, one of them throws a trash can at you. What?! You fall. No! Someone leaps on your back, and before you can scream, your head is twisted violently. Ow! In the last faint seconds of your life, all you hear is Lucian calling your name. What the fuck?! What? What are you doing here? You can't talk, can you? Not that you should, considering you've never been here before. But I wasn't expecting you here, or at least not this early. What did you do? Good grief, I was really hoping you lived a fuller life before this. I guess this is how it ends. You're dead. The voice sighs. There are a lot of people still waiting for you, you know? Like that alpaca boy. Wait, what? They're just sending me back. Alright, don't ask any questions. Not that you can. Before they become aware that you're here, I'm sending you back to the moment of your death. You won't recall that we ever talked, of course. Now, don't waste this. Wait. I want to be funny. I want to be funny. I want to be funny. What if I picked myself again? Would the unknown person be pissed off that I did it again? Wait, I want to do this. I want to see what happens. Ah! It changed! It changed. I knew it. I needed to find this out. Let's see. You again? Didn't I just send you back? Could we just please be more careful? I'm getting pissed off this unknown. I want to know if this is like a secret ending. Let's see. Ah! I am at a loss for words, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this process to automatically land do his job. I'm turning a blind eye to this Tobu. If you're not going to take this serious, I'm turning a blind eye to this Tobu. If you're not going to, near am I? What the fuck? Welcome to the Demon Lord Death Processing System. You have been registered for a restart. Please hold while the services search through the sea of consciousness to find your corpse. My shoulders feel so heavy lately. I need more of that deep heating cream. I love that. I love that so much. What the fuck? I love it. Let's see. Okay. Fine, let's go with Lucian. Do it! Lucian conjures a feather, tosses it onto the floor, and bounces back up like it's made of rubber. The feather ricochets off the cabinet, pulling the attention of the guards. It bounces again and again, slamming against the door and crashing into some rubbish bins outside. They're making a run for it! After them! As their footsteps fade off into the distance, you audibly gasp. We're not in the clear yet. Let's head back to the apartment. You guys go. I'll make sure they don't catch up with you. Wait, that's dangerous. I'll be fine. I'm just making sure you guys get out of here safely. Lucian nods. We need to go. Find us when you're in the clear. The ghost floats upwards and heads in the direction of the guards. Oh my god. These developers are having so much fun with the sprites. You and Lucian rush off the other way and hurry into your apartment. Slow down. I think we're in the clear. The apartment is in sight, merely a 5-minute walk away. You stop to catch your breath. Lucian, on the other hand, keeps a close watch of your surroundings. You okay? I'm fine. Now keep walking. We're not safe until we're in your apartment. You will continue heading towards your place. I hope Toast will be safe. Perhaps. Well, he has avoided capture by my hands. I would think he can avoid a few. Well, he has avoided capture by my hands. I would think he can avoid a few regular hooligans. There's nothing regular about those guys. Remember what they said? Yes, they were able to detect souls. Technically, demons and angels feed off soul energy too. Could they be one of us? No, I doubt it. The magic used to hide the gate didn't incorporate any markings of our kind. You both reached the apartment entrance and climbed the steps. Well, did you see who they were? I didn't. I was too busy trying to think of a way to get us out safely. You think we could get back to the gate later? Yes? No? Maybe? I don't know. Which, I don't know. He speaks at a louder volume than he usually does. You show a twist at the thought that you upset him somehow. Hey, did I do something wrong? No, please, I just need to think. You arrived at the front of your unit door. I'll stay watch in case of any trouble. Wait, what about dinner? I got your portion too. You pulled out the takeaway containers from your bag. You can have it. I'm not in the mood. This guy. However, you keep your thoughts to yourself and enter your home. With your back pressed against the door, you slowly slide down before curling up on the floor. Today was just too much. Is that how he's feeling out there? Thoughts about Lucian follow you as you crawl into the shower. You reheat and set down the chicken rice on the table before digging in. Barely a spoonful in, you notice that Lucian's share remains untouched. It's already starting to get cold. You take another scoop of rice into your spoon, but you lack any motivation to eat. All you have to think about is how Lucian is feeling. I can't eat like this. The cold wind blows gently against your fur. Lucian stands at the same spot you last saw him. You open your mouth, but no words come out. Maybe this isn't my place to say anything. You know what? Fuck it. Lucian. Please come in and have some dinner. His head dips a little. You walk over and stand beside him on the railing. He looks ahead at the clouds. I told you I'm not hungry. A loud growl emanates from his stomach. Come on, don't do this. This is what I deserve for screwing up today, okay? I don't understand. I thought we made it out alright. Barely. Today was just... I should have done more. If I had just figured out that H.A.L.O was being tricked faster, we could have gotten more time with the gate. We have your H.A.L.O. We can still find the keys. It's useless. I didn't scan the keyholes. They probably tightened security by now, so we can't go back again. I can't waste time doubting myself any longer. I need to get back there. No! What, no. How does a no go? No! We don't know who those people are or what they can do. They made a freaking gate using bones! Then what? Without information on those keyholes, we're as good as stuck. So stupid. I should have taken those hooligans out and interrogated them. He ruffles his own fur, practically pulling it out. Which could have gone you or both of us hurts. It doesn't matter if I get hurt, the mission comes first. He slaps his arm on the railing. Come on, everyone messes up once in a while. I wouldn't even notice if you didn't bring it up. No, I can't mess up. Not angels. Especially those that are worth anything to God. Lucian's words draw you to his eyes, your image reflected upon their surface. I know how much it hurts to make a mistake. Heck, isn't that why you're here? Because I made so many already? It sucks that you suck. There's no guarantee you won't fuck up again. Heck, maybe you'll fuck up even more until you just want to quit your job and be left alone. What I'm getting at is, if we're all going to fuck up, but at least we could be fuck ups together. Get something to eat and figure this out. Lucian sniffles and looks away from you. He pets down his shirt before looking back at you. That was a below-average pep talk, but thank you for trying. You smile, your heart feels more at ease. Come on, I'm not saying it a third time. Let's eat. If you insist. Hi, Toast. You open the door to your apartment to see Toast floating above Lucian's plate with a piece of roasted pork in his translucent hand. Ah, you guys are done already? You're back! Toast drops the food and floats over to you both. Did you guys miss me? I'll miss the moments of silence we got with your absence. Are you sure you weren't followed? Of course I'm sure. It didn't take long for those dudes to give up the chase. They were more preoccupied with fixing the door. From what I've overheard, they're going to cover up the break-in to save their own asses. Well, they'll be keeping a closer eye out than before. I knew it. Look, let's just put a pause on all this and just finish dinner. Now everyone, sit. The three of you gather around the short dinner table for the meal. Can I have that roast pork? You may not. Can I have yours, partner? I mean... Okay, maybe just one? Sweet! He takes one and puts it inside his mouth. You watch the pork go down what appears to be an invisible esophagus, but it drops out of it midway and lands on the floor. Toast sighs as you pick up the meat. Damn it, I just want to eat something. A waste of time. Your kind can't take in anything physical without a body, yet you retain your living need for food, for sex, and for drinks. At least that's what the Otherworlder manual told me. Isn't that right, Kobu? Huh? Oh yeah, I remember that. You're too preoccupied with your meal to really pay attention. I need to ask you about those hooligans you evaded, Toast. Did you get a good look at them? What did they look like? Did they wear anything distinctive? Couldn't tell you, pretty boy. Didn't really get a good look at them. But from what I did see, they just looked like any other guy on the street. Lucian clenches his utensils tightly. Hey, if you need me, I could go spy at them. I watched tons of spy films before. I doubt they will help if they can smell you. Besides, don't you have something better to do now that you escaped the underworld and all? Wait, shit, I have an appointment with Archon. I completely forgot the time. Alright, catch you guys later. Toast? Too late, he flies out of the ceiling. We're going to be seeing more of him, aren't we? I think so. Lucian sighs and focuses back on his meal. Hey, I'm doing a stakeout tonight, right? You don't have to, that's my duty. No way, that's not fair. You already stayed up all of last night. It's my duty to keep you safe until you get back to your throne. I'm not risking it. Well, I for one love my sleep, and I'm pretty confident you need some too. Especially after the day we have. How about this? We, patrol outside the apartment tonight. That defeats the whole purpose. Hear me out. You get the sofa. I'll be near you. If anything happens, we're close to the door. You get to rest, and I'll be all alert. Lucian takes a spoonful of chicken rice and chews on it. You're not going to stop asking me to sleep until I do it, will you? Nope. Fine, I'll humor you. Great. Then let's chow down and get ready to hit the hay. You both finish up your dinner before getting dressed for sleep. Luckily, you have an extra blanket and pillow lying around for Lucian to lose on the sofa. For use on the sofa. We're eating good tonight. Oh, hell yeah. For the first few minutes, you lie in silence, tapping your belly. You get the feeling that Lucian isn't asleep either, but you can't really see from the lower angle. Lucian? Lucian sits up towards you. How's the sofa? Comfy? It's adequate. Cool, you, not taking your jewelry off before you sleep? The angel touches the piece of gold that circles his neck. This is more magic than a piece of jewelry. It's my vow as an angel to serve God, and proof that we receive God's blessing. So I can't really take it off that easily. Besides, having it on makes me feel comfortable too. Huh, and every angel has that? Yeah, we're all gifted one upon creation. You can liken it to a confirmation of initiation. What do you give your underlings? I think they did a commemorative pen and a company t-shirt that says Team Demos. Demos? A typo. They printed way too many and haven't fixed it since my dad was in office. Oh wow. Oh wow. The underworld's a fucking mess. Oh my god. Interesting. Says the angel who certainly traveled all the way to Earth to learn fun facts about the demon worlds. Hey, about the gates. Did you think of something? What if we asked Morris for some help? What? It's dangerous to involve anyone else in this. What? It's dangerous to involve anyone else in this? Besides, what makes you think he would be willing to help? The instant he finds out you're a demon, he won't. If he won't destroy you, he'll exercise you, or worse, turn you into a summon. I know. That's why we don't tell him everything. You want to deceive him into helping us? That's despicable. It's not deception. We're just, you know, taking creative liberties with the truth. Lucian lies back down. You can hear him turning on the sofa. I won't have any part of this. How many more mortals do you want to get dragged along on this problem? Well, do you have a better idea? Exactly. I don't like it as much as you do, but we're obviously stuck. And you might even know about who will be behind this. If we have to evolve him, he has every right to know what's going on. Lying by omission is still lying. My goodness, I just know this is going to affect my promotion. It's going to be another 100 years before I get another chance at it. Trauma queen alerts. Relax, I think Gary's pretty understanding. And even if you didn't get the promotion, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? I've been working my whole life for this. I want to be one of Lord Gary's top angels. It's just a job, man. Don't stress yourself about it. Easy for you to say. You're at the top of your company. There's nowhere else left to go. When did being the Demon Lord become such a job for you? Become just a job for you? Which, since always, I was smart enough not to let the job consume me. Did it, though? Did it ever come close to consuming you? The last remark felt like a dirty blow. I'm sorry, that was uncalled for. No, it's fine. I just don't remember. I just don't like remembering that part of my life. So you being sent here has something to do with your job? Your fingers did deep into the mattress. There's a strain in your eyes that you try to hold back. Could we maybe not talk about that now? Okay. An audible sniffle echoes off the walls. I just realized we went completely off topic. What were we talking about? Morris. Whether we want to ask him to help us to find the keys to open the underworld gates. Well, I'll admit you're right. We don't have any other alternatives for now. I'll follow your lead. Okay. Guess we can meet him tomorrow after my shift. I'll be around. Night, Lucian. Okay, that should... I believe that should end... Okay, that should end the stream. This was fun. Okay, let me go ahead and... Let's see, how am I doing? Okay. Everything looks good and everything? Perfect. Okay. Well, this was fun. Okay, so we know that Kane is still being his truthful self. And Mayor's probably gonna be like a really good ally to him. I think. I don't know. Mayor is seems a lot more nicer than Fortis. There's a possibility we're gonna get Morris Boris on the team. Toast is around. We found that fucking gate. And all that cost us was $8. So there's that. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can try to find something to record for a video. And this VOD will be uploaded later on YouTube along with a good thumbnail. Don't want to leave anyone hanging because I know that some people are gonna miss this. But yeah, if anyone's watching the VOD, if you want to find out where I stream irregularly on twitch.tv/Xeno the Catboy. You just if you want to get notice of when I'll go live, post I usually upload when I'm gonna go live on my Twitter account. That's also twitter.com/Xeno the Catboy. Usually I tweet that I'm going to the day before. So yeah, there is that. Let's see. Let me go ahead and move this chat box right here. Perfect. Anyway, this was great. I loving the story so far. And also I love how we're trying to get Lucian to open up and actually like do tasks that mortals tend to do, like eating and everything. Yeah, he's really cute. He's like I think actually I figure he's kind of like the tsundere type. Maybe. Kind of tsundere adjacent, the way he's usually stubborn. But yeah, this should be it. Don't know when I'm going to do this again. Maybe on Tuesday, I believe? Maybe. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you're watching this from my VOD, if you're watching this from my YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe because I upload archived VODs here regularly, and on occasion an actual video. If you're on my Twitch, go ahead and follow me. Don't need to subscribe to me or anything. I do plan on having if I get big enough, I want to have coffee donations or set up bits and donations. So that's the only way you can support me. I don't see the need for subscriptions because Twitch takes a portion of that. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you around. Goodbye. Bye bye.